Just waiting the people come in to the. Hi, Juliano. How are you? Hi, Fernando. I saw you at the TV Maldita live streaming. Tell me what you think about this confusion with Ellen. Good night with Ellen and Fabiano. Like you know, tonight we have a great drummer from Canada, Elie Bertrand. Please, if you have any questions, write using the question box down below to other people see your question. So, just waiting for Elie to come in. Hi, everyone. Okay. Hi, Erica. Hi. Hi, me. Okay, just waiting for Elie to come in. And we start this international drumming streaming. Please, if you have any questions, you can write in Portuguese using the question box down below, and I will translate. I will try to translate to Elie. Sorry for my English. Okay, here we go, Elie. Elie on the scene. Okay, I will.
Oh, hold on. That's funny.
You need a little more practice with this
Yes,
kind of.
live.
How are you, Elie? Tell
I'm
us.
great. How are you?
Great. Thank you for coming. Thank you for enthusiasm. Thank you for accept our invitation. It's a great pleasure for us having you here. Thank you so much. It's a long time that I want to talk with you, share some ideas, etc.
It's true. It's been so many years now, and finally, it's happening.
Finally, we don't have a drum set here, but we can talk about your career. We can talk about anything the people want to know. First of all, you can show us your new drum pad, practice pad that you show me. Please show
You
us.
guys are gonna love it. So
Yeah.
listen, boxing gloves are pink, and they match the drums, the drumsticks. It's perfect, right? So I have to explain. I don't have access to my studio because of COVID, so this is what I have. Real sorry about that.
Are you practicing with these gloves?
To be honest, I haven't been practicing at all lately. I've been, playing a bit in the air, but it's just, I don't know. It's been so weird. I've been playing a bit back and forth, but it's been, on and off the studio and I'm in the middle of moving. It's just, I don't know. It's super weird. I can't wait to be home, and install my stuff and then, get back into normal. But for now, it's just like, I don't know,
Yeah. Okay. Understand. I see. So show us your pink drumsticks. People are very curious about pink drumsticks. Talk about
They're the best in the world.
Regal tip. Yeah.
Yes, they are. So these are my line. If you want them, you can buy them on my website. But I love these sticks. They're amazing. Regal Tip's a company from the US. They're near Canada, actually. They're in the state of New York. And actually, so they're in Niagara Falls, and we share a border. So the falls are originally in the US, but they fall into Canada, and they're right there. And I love this company. They're amazing. It's a family company. It was started by Joe Colato.
Yeah.
And he has $2 or $3. I've only met 2 of them, so maybe 3. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. And the granddaughter and her husband now really kind of like take care of the company. So it's pretty cool because it's, a guy and then girls, and it's just, it felt right. And then they came up with this perfect color for me, which I think is
Yes.
awesome. So it's a 9A. So what's a little different is the tip here. It's a barrel tip, they call. So it's kind of like round but square at the same time. And 9A, so somewhere between the 5A and the 5B, which I love. It's hickory, so to me it's traditional perfection. History with hickory's been good, so I kept with that. I like it.
Okay. Do you still having your pink and white pearl?
I sure do. I play those mostly live, but I have a couple of other kits there at home for the studio, and other kind of gigs where I have to be a little more proper and serious. But the
Mhm.
pink and white is my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have some Sabian, pink
Yes.
Sabians,
No.
maybe.
I wish though. That would be so cool. Imagine that.
You can ask for pink symbols, you know.
Oh, but yeah, Sabian make me all
Yeah,
pink.
yeah. Did you saw the new models, the
I
colors?
see, I did see that. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
What about pink symbols?
That'd be
Hmm?
pretty damn cool. Imagine that all pink.
Okay, people, if you want to ask something, please use the question box down below. Write your question, and people will see what you have to ask to great Ellie. Ellie, so start about your beginning. When you
Yeah.
start to play drums, it's a new information for us. Let's start with the beginning.
When I was a little girl, huh? I started real young. I was 5 years old actually, and my poor parents had an ADHD kid, so like I had a lot of energy, and I wasn't too, you know, calm, and I was the kind of kid you don't want to have. And but my parents are super cool. They both play music, and for them it was like, a way to help me relax and calm down, but also to learn something. So it's pretty cool. They signed me up at 5 years old. I didn't really practice for like the first years, and my poor teachers had to, deal with me. But at around 12 years old, I started taking it a little more seriously, practicing more, and I don't know if you guys have that in Brazil, but in Canada we have this program where you go to school in the morning, and then in the afternoon you go do either sports or music, arts, whatever. And so they signed me up for this for a few years. I did that, and I fell in love with music really there, and it was pretty cool. I loved it. And then, really young at 14 years old, I started playing in bars. My parents would like come stick me in, be my guardian. And from there, it's been, a really cool journey.
Okay, did you start just only playing drums or playing another instrument like a piano or guitar?
I learned a few instruments. It was mandatory in school, actually. So I played a few things, flute. I played all of percussions, a lot of classical percussions. I played bass too for a while. I had to play a bit of piano and stuff, but nothing really stuck to me. Even I tried guitar. I tried a few things, singing. So I tried a few things, but nothing really made sense to me. So I mean, I didn't love anything as much as drums, so I kept that.
What was your dream as a drummer? What was your dream as a drummer when you started?
I wanted my so when I started playing drums a little more seriously, around 12 years old, whatever. Britney Spears was huge, J Lo was huge, and also my dream was to play with these girls. And then I was like, oh, I'd love to play with Katy Perry and all of this. That was my big dream. And then when I started playing professionally, I was in country bands and blues bands. So that's really like where I come from, rock, blues, and country. So then I evolved in this, and I really kind of wanted to narrow down to this. And it's been, but me, I was always in love with music. So I didn't, I wanted to play different styles, but I wanted to play anything. So I didn't mind as long as I play music. I was going to be happy, which I managed, and it's pretty cool. I'm happy what I've been doing.
Ah, okay, great, great. So, are you a rock drummer mainly?
I don't know. It's so
No.
hard. I don't know. I mean, I know, and for whatever reason, I know I'm perceived that way as a rock drummer, but I'm not that I'm not into rock. Obviously, I'm into it, but it's not my thing. It was never anything I wanted. So I guess I am because of my attitude and everything. In drum fests, especially, I've been playing a little more rockish stuff because they're
Yeah.
maybe a little more complex. But in the past few years, I was down at the Drummer Girl United Festival there, and I played a lot of country stuff there because I'm kind of like going back to my roots, a little more blues, a little more country. So I don't know, I'm a bit of everything. It's hard to say, I find. I'm not jazz, I know that. I'm not Latin at all. I wish I was, but I'm not.
Yeah, I see.
No.
So we have a comment here. Bebo drums. Great to meet you at NAM. Tell us about a time, audition or gig when something went terribly wrong and how you recovered and what you learned from it.
Where to start?
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of those. Auditions, luckily, it's never gone too crazy, I don't think. I don't know that I know of anyways, because like I get along well with people, and I don't know. Yeah, I get along well with people, so there was never no problems. But in
Yeah.
shows, whew, there's so many things that go crazy. Um, what do we get? I mean, on tour, we've had like major, technical problems, and we kind of have like to okay, the trucks are not working. And I remember one time, oh my gosh, we were on tour, so we were only two musicians on that tour, so we
Yeah.
relied a lot on the trucks, obviously. Um, and nothing was working. There's like 2,000 people in front of us, we got to play. And, you kind of play around. And that tour actually was interesting. It's a stand up comedian. So we kind of jammed, and it was amazing. It's one of the best shows. We improvised, and it was super cool. And personally, I find that in music, it's important to go to school to learn, techniques, and to try different things to like find your niche and find what's really important. But I find musicality is what's more important, and I feel that moment really taught me that and proved to me that it's important to listen to what's going on and to like work together as a team, and that's where music is so beautiful because you're really in tune with each other. And I guess that would be, the lesson learned for sure. But especially when you rely on tracks, technology, you have to like, figure out things. So that was interesting for sure.
Yeah, the ghost in the machine. Sometimes you have the ghost in the machine problems
Yes.
that you never knows what happened.
No,
It's
no
all
idea.
working very very well last
Yeah.
night.
And it happens once. You want to repeat that problem. You don't know. You do all the research, all the analyze. You check up your machines. No, only happens once. You never know what happened.
It
Crazy.
happens with all bands. So we have a little tradition here at our
Cheers.
lives. Cheers. I have water here. What do
Oh,
you
I
have
have
here?
water too. Water. It's all water.
Water. Um, the first challenge for you now. Show us a little train beat, country train
Oh,
beat.
cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So
it's
my
playing.
drum
It's
pad.
playing. Yeah, yeah, it's playing for us. Easy, beginner level, beginner.
Well, the train beat is one of like the coolest thing in the world because it's all of country basically. And what's so crazy about the train? So
Mm.
how for you guys in Brazil, everything like the song go and all of this, it's like second nature. Not for me. Train, the train. I tried so hard, and it's just it feels wrong, you know. Like I try to play and it's like, listen, don't work. The train beat is kind of like our sango, you know. It's the roots of a lot of country. So basically, you know, your bass drum is on one and the hi-hat's on two to kind of like accentuate. And so as long as you go tack dum 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 dum, so I'm gonna lower this so it makes a little more sense.
Yeah, no problem.
That's such a weird. so I go. You can't see my feet, but dum dum dum. It's falling. It's not even working. Holy crap. So there's a bit of a swing, but not really. Can you hear that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just like, it's super easy, 8-note or quarter notes, and that's it. That's all it is. Taka, 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 taka. And as long as you have your boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap. It's perfect. You can play half a country music, you know?
You have to do a little swing, like a little shuffling on the train beat, correct?
Yeah, not all the time, but a lot of the time. And it's not an official swing, but ish, you know, it's like we're not sure if it's swing or not, but it is, but it's not. No.
Yeah. It's a swingish.
Yeah,
correct?
exactly.
Okay. Okay. Did you start your vlog 3 years ago?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Tell us about Tell us about your vlog, because I became very curious about what ideas you want to pass through your vlog.
Well, listen. For me, the vlog, you know, it was like a trendy thing, and I'm going to be very honest. I hated doing this so much because I'm a very private person, and I don't like everything I put online is very related to my career, but not much is personal. And it's not that I don't want to share my personal life. It's just that and it's going to sound maybe a little cliche, but I try to live in the moment, you know? And I find that when you pull out your phone and you start filming and taking pictures, it's kind of staged, which, you know, I had a hard time. So that's why I didn't pursue this. But what I really loved about the idea of doing a vlog is that, you know, when I started playing drums so when I was 5 years old, it was 1995. And when I really took it seriously, I was 12. So it was 2002. And back then, I'm sure there was a lot of female drummers, but it wasn't like today with Instagram and Facebook and everything. To me, it wasn't as accessible. There were a few, you know, Sheila E. and Cinda Blackman, you know, there were Susan Morissette, you know, there were some ladies playing drums, but there weren't that many. Not that I knew of anyways. And so for me to start playing drums back then was a little weird, you know, and whatever. And I never felt like, you know, I didn't have my place or anything. Like I always felt welcome within the community. But, you know, it was different. So for me to start the vlog, I wanted to, you know, talk to my younger self. Be like, you know, it's okay and you can do it and there's space for this. And I also wanted to show that, anyways, for myself, until very recently, and I want to say like 2 years ago, maybe, I didn't realize how not everything is perfect in everyone's life. And, you know, sometimes I would look up to my heroes and then meet them at like a drum fest or drum circle thing, whatever, through Pearl or, you know, and talk to them and realize how, you know, they're struggling too, you know, they're having a hard time. And it changed my life when I realized that, you know, I wasn't the only one, you know, struggling, and it wasn't always easy and peachy, you know. So that's why I really wanted to do this, to show, like, you know, sometimes it's really good when we're on tour and it's amazing, we're partying, we're playing, but then you have to go home and there's no work for 6 months and it's not easy. And, you know, my whole thing with getting my green card to move to the US, and, you know, it's still not over, this thing, because I had the answer and then now I don't have it anymore. So, you know, like the ups and downs, you know, that's what I wanted to show. But at the same time, it's really hard for me to share some of that information, because there's a lot of, in my journey, there's a lot of wins, but there's a lot of failures too, and sometimes it's hard to share the failures. It's easier to share the good stuff, so that was the thing with the vlog. So that's why I kind of wanted to do it, but it was sour a bit for me sometimes, because I was like, oh well, that didn't work, so I don't know, that's why.
Okay, I understand. I see. So you did, I think, three videos about 30 before 30. It's about making 30 years.
I turned 30 this year. Yes, 30 years old. Yeah,
well,
and that's it.
Well, it's any problem to do. It's something that you want to think about, to share the people about doing 30.
Oh yes, but the thing is that 30 mark is like super official, like, and I come from the country, so I know, like, I went to my 10-year reunion from high school there, and a lot of my friends have kids, and they had a house, and their career was figured out, and I'm like, I'm playing music, and I haven't figured out nothing about life, So I was a little like shocked, because 30 you're supposed to like know shit about life, and I really didn't. So it's okay. So far, I'm 6 months in, and there's a huge pandemic. So far, it's all right.
So far, so good. You are still playing with 30.
No, yes, but not much, because of COVID. So I don't know. We'll see.
No. This is it's like a hiatus, okay? Like not count this time. Let's move forward. We have any question? Yeah, we have. Okay.
Yeah, did you know any other Canadian female drummers? I do, but yeah. There's Sarah Landers that you probably know, Fernando. Hi, Fernando, by the way. This guy is from Brazil. I've known him forever. We've known each other a long time, very long time. Oh my God. But yeah, there's actually, there's so many amazing drummers in Canada. It's pretty insane. But yeah, Canada, like English Canada, there's so many. There's so many. Sanders, like I said, there's oh my God, in Quebec, like Domino, you probably know actually. I don't know. I could make you a list right now. Domino, there's I'm like forgetting. Oh, Sarah Dion too from Quebec. She's incredible, that girl. And there's so many others, but right now I can't think of any. But Suzanne Morissette, she lives in California now, but she's from Montreal actually originally.
Yeah. You can write for me.
Yeah.
About these drummers. Who knows? We can have a streaming with them. I talk with Emmanuel. I talk with Emmanuel to do this streaming. I'm waiting for the answer.
Nice.
Let's see what happens. Okay, let's go to 2010. Talking about the Montreal Drum Fest seems to be a pretty good subject to talk about, because you play it with so many artists. Talk about us. Tell us about this festival.
Well, first of all, the Montreal Drum Fest was it's not around anymore, but it was one of the biggest, the coolest festivals. I remember going there as a kid, at 7 years old, the first time I was there, and it was incredible. Ralph Angelillo is the guy who started this, and true fanatic of music, true passion, from the heart, really Italian guy too. It was beautiful, and for me to be invited to play that festival was huge. It was so big because it's the biggest in Canada that I knew of anyways. And that year, indeed, there were amazing musicians. Marco Minemann was there, Ray Luzier, I forget who else. It was just like a crazy, crazy lineup. It made no sense. I didn't even understand why I was there because my heroes were playing, you know. So Pearl were very, very nice and invited me to play there, and it was really cool. I shared a spot with Isaac Dumont, who is a crazy, amazing drummer from Montreal. He is so talented, that guy. So him and I shared a 40-minute slot together, and it was really cool because that time I played a lot of metal and hard rock stuff, and it was really, really awesome. Had a good time.
Yeah, I believe. Um, did you were very nervous to play at the festival?
It was crazy. I was 20 years old. It was my first drum fest, and it was absolutely incredible. When it was time for me to talk, I lost it completely. I don't even remember what I said. I couldn't speak in the mic. I was super shy. It was not good at all. But at least when I played, it was good. But it's just a blur, you know. I don't remember much from when I played. I remember before and after, but that 20 minute, I don't remember much. It's very
20,
strange.
20 minutes playing. It's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's so short time, but very remarkable. I
yeah.
can figure out.
Very,
Let's talk.
very.
Let's talk about your bands,
Yeah,
your past bands, Scarlet Saints, etc. Trio
yeah,
FAE. It's
yes,
correct.
yeah. It's a play on word. And it was the first letter of each of our names, but
Yeah,
also in French it means fairy. That's why we called it like
very,
this. Fairy, yeah.
very. Oh,
Fairy like Tinkerbell fairy.
okay, okay. Let's talk
Yeah.
about your bands.
Okay, but so Scarlet Sins is really one of the bands that kind of like made me a little more popular, I guess. And that was a fun ride. So back then I was 17. I moved out from my parents at 17 from Montreal to Toronto, and it was wicked. It was really cool. We played music. You know, it was the first time I got out of my house, and you know, I was like a straight A, perfect kid kind of student. You know, so for me it was kind of cool to go and rock with some girls, and it was really cool because like my third show we went to Seattle, and you know we traveled a whole lot, mostly in Canada, but we did a couple of shows in the US, and it was really an interesting experience because I feel like it's the first time, and I think one of the very few times in my life where I understood what being part of a team meant, first of all, like really working together, and we all had tasks and things to do, and then when we were writing, and it was very, very interesting. And the sisterhood and the friendship was very true. You know, we're still really good friends. You know, the band doesn't wait. We did a reunion actually recently, which was very cool. I don't know if we'll keep playing music again. Hopefully we will. But you know, it was just more for us than for anything else. And but that's it. These ladies are still very important in my life, and we really created a family. You know, same with the fans. You know, Fernando is a great example. You know, he was there and he checked out everything he could check out, and he probably has you know a piece of everything we ever put out, which is so awesome. You know, we had really amazing fans, so it was a big decision when we decided to stop. You know, but you know, we were at different points in our lives, and we needed some time. And then 10 years later, we reunited, which was really fun. You know, and but that's really like for me the one and only band I've ever had. After this, I was part of other bands, you know, but it was always kind of like work related. It wasn't as much, you know, maybe friends. Hey, actually, you know what? Eleanor just joined, and she was part of one of those bands. Hello, hello, that's funny. That's hilarious. But her and I, with an amazing bass player, created that fade there that you were mentioning. And that was pretty cool, though. We played, us three, we were in a bunch of bands. We played with many people. We never really belonged to anything, but we always stuck together, the three of us. back then. It was really cool. And then, we got all different opportunities. We went on tour with different people. But for a few years, it was really cool. We had that unit, and them two, I have to say, a true sisterhood that was created there.
Do you think that the female bands are most unit than males bands?
I don't know, because I was never part of man only band, obviously, and I only know my experience. For me, it was always different experiences with whatever band, just girls, just guys, and mixed, whatever, it was always different. Um, I was very fortunate, though, to play with amazing, talented musicians in my life, girl or guy. So personally, I don't see the difference, and I hope people don't see a difference if they want to work with me as a drummer. And I see people as musicians. So, the gender to me doesn't really matter. It's really like the chemistry with people that mattered. And luckily, I was always surrounded with amazing people so far. So.
Okay, great, great. Scarlett since opened it for Motley Crue, correct?
Mm-hmm. That was amazing.
Amazing. Okay, tell us. Did you meet Tommy Lee?
I saw him. I didn't meet him, but actually we were. So back then, the band was talking with their management to maybe work with us, and so that's how we got that show. It was like our test or whatever. So the whole band came up on stage just to watch us. The four of them were there backstage, and I remember Tommy Lee stayed for almost the whole set. And I remember looking, to my son and seeing him. And I was just like, oh my God, like it's the guy. He's right there, And he looked at me and was like, yeah, this is awesome. Yeah. It was so surreal. Oh my gosh. I remember that night forever and ever. It was so cool. We didn't get to talk, but, they waved and they were really proud of us. So it was an amazing moment for sure.
Did you think about anything like this? Oh, Mr. Tommy, if you need a drummer, don't call Samantha to call me.
I guess that would have been pretty cool, eh?
And give your business card.
Oh
call
my
me.
God. That would have been amazing. But I'm such a fan of her too. I love Samantha, so I would have loved to have her opportunity, but she did such an amazing job. She's so cool, that girl. I love her. She's so cool. Yeah.
Do you have courage to play around that stage with the drums, going to the like a mountain?
Yeah.
Upside down? Do you imagine?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm scared in cars, so probably not.
I can't believe it, because if Tommy is calling you, you have to do this kind of drumming. This kind of drumming.
I mean, I'm sure I would work up to it, but the first times I would probably scream a whole lot.
Let's see. Let's see another question.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know how. Oh, you know what's so funny, Fernando? You say that, and Mick Prima, I love Mick Prima. He was our tour manager during that moment. He just signed up. That's funny. Actually, so that's true. That tour I got through Emmanuelle Caplet. She was on that tour and she had other projects, so she recommended me, and we hung out. I went to play drums, and the rest is history. I got that tour, and it was pretty fun, actually.
People, let me remind you, if you have any questions, please write using the question box down below. You can write in Portuguese or English. Okay, I will try to translate to Elie. Let's talk about drums. People here are crazy, completely crazy about kind of drums, brands, size, etc. What are you using now?
So My main live kit is my pink and white drums. These are Vision pearl drums, and I know they're like entry line, but for me they're perfect because they're easy to tune. They work for every situation, outside, inside, cold, hot. They're perfect drums, and that's what's cool about entry lines. They're not fussy on weather. Because my other kit that y'all see a lot in my videos is a reference pearl again, of course, because they're the best reason to play drums, right?
Yeah.
um, but this kit, the reference I've had for a long time. I bought it back when I was in Scarlet Sins, and it was black back then, and I repainted it white. These drums are wicked. So it's a reference. The snare is 14 by 6.5. So it's a 10, 12, 16 and 18 floor tom and a 22-20 bass drum. The standard sizes for the floors there. And I love these drums. They're amazing. And especially for, studio work and live sessions, and, they're beautiful, but they're a little fussier on tuning, especially here in Canada with the crazy temperature differences. And like today it's 40 degrees Celsius outside with insane humidity, like it's super hard to keep them in tune, I find, when we play outside. So that's why, I prefer the Visions for that. I recently purchased Crystal Beat, which nobody has seen. It's still in boxes because I haven't had time to take it out. But I love these drums. I've had kit lent to me for a while, and they're so cool because same thing, they're not fussy, they're easy to tune, and they're beautiful. So that kit is a 10, 12, 14, 16 and 22-16, and all the sizes are shorter, which is kind of like what people are going for now and what I've been really into too, because it's easier to tune, like the sound doesn't travel as much because it's shorter toms. And for me, I'm not like an expert at tuning. I'm not terrible, but it's not like my forte. So I really dig when it's easy, So those are really cool. And on tour, I've had this chance to play a studio session for a long time in Europe, and that was beautiful. Love those drums. They're really good quality, not too expensive, really pro kind of line, and it's real cool drums. Pro really makes, amazing. I mean, every company does, but I have a soft spot for Pearl. Even if I wasn't sponsored, I'd be saying this, and they're probably the drums I'd be playing. So, I dig their stuff for sure.
Yeah. And Sabians?
Sabian, listen.
Sabian.
Yeah. They're Canadian, eh? So it's cool. I went to the factory. What a beautiful moment that was. That was real nice. And I have a lot of different stuff for Sabian. Currently, what I play the most is artisan hats.
Wow.
If you guys, yes, they're incredible. That line is incredible. It's a 15-inch, and I took the heavy one, so it's on the thicker side. And well, they're so cool because they're so appropriate for so many styles. They're really cool for country, but really cool for rock too. And they're very, refined and beautiful. I love that line. I have a 19 Crash artisan as well. I have that one often, but not always. And I'm huge on the Explosion AAX. I'm huge. I love the AAX line. Everything that's bright and shiny, I love. So I have a few of those. The 1819. I have a few Volts. They don't make it anymore, but it's kind of like the AAX line. And my ride is a Legacy 22 inches. The heavy ride. So that's one of my buddies, Johnny Rowe, who back when I was in Scarlet Sins, he used to help us out and like drum tech, but he was really like a buddy there to help me. And he recommended that one, and that was because of Thomas Hawk in Meshuggah. He uses that as a crash a whole lot, and I love that sound, which is super funny because it's a jazz ride. It's a Dave Wickle signature. But it's really heavy enough to ride on it, and what a beautiful cymbal that is. I have this one in rotation with the AEX 22-inch Omni. which is really cool too. I love that one because when I do a little more poppy, jazzy gigs, I love the two region, the more dry bell and the crash area around. I
Yeah.
really enjoy that too. Yeah.
Yeah, he are still using Evans too,
Oh,
drum heads.
absolutely. Yes. Evans is the best. Um, for a long time, I was a G2 coated girl. I still am. I think it's my go-to, OG kind of go-to. But recently, I've been digging a lot the dry and I want to say EMAD, but it's not the EMAD, the new, the one that has the UV treatment there for the snare. Anyways, I love this one. It's durable forever. You can have that on, and it's gorgeous. But the G2 is my go-to for most, and the bass drum EMAD all the way
Yeah,
there. Two plies. It's been cool, yeah.
yeah, very cool drum head.
Yeah.
I saw one of your first videos, and you using small cymbals to play that version of the Depeche Mode track. It
Yeah.
was one of the first female drummers drum video that I saw at the YouTube.
Wow, that's so cool.
What
Well, yeah,
cymbals was there?
I have no idea. That
So small.
That was my audition video for Scarlet Sins. And back then I was probably 15 years old. That's a long time ago. It's 2005. So there were whatever, symbols that I found in a pawn shop for not a lot. Like there's not even a stamp of the name. One of them was a Zildjian, very thin one, but I have no idea. They were so old and I paid $40 for all of them.
uh, Question here. How is your hand after the bee sting and allergy and hospital? that's
That's
that's why
hilarious.
you're using your boxing glove to boxing with the bees.
Oh, for real? Oh my God. So my hand is normal again. It's all fresh and new. I'm fine now, but I spent 2 days at the hospital.
Really, I saw the
Yeah,
pic.
it was so insane. I got stung by a bee. It's not even an allergy. It was just bacteria that the bee had, I think it was a wasp. Actually, it wasn't a bee, but I still have like three big holes there in my skin. It's crazy. They took a
Three,
chunk out of it 3 times.
wow.
Yes. Yeah, and my hand was like this thick. It was insane. It's so big. And last weekend on Saturday, I was playing music with some friends for someone's birthday. I was playing Cajon. And after an hour, I couldn't anymore. I was sweating and it was hurting so much. My hand was like this thick. It made no sense. No sense. So the day after, I went to the hospital and I had to go every 8 hours to get a shot. And it was just like insane. Crazy. But I'm
Wow.
fine now. My hand, it was like this. I couldn't even fold it anymore. It's ridiculous.
Please don't kill the bees because this. Don't kill the bees. The bees
Oh,
are very very important to our planet.
I know. I love bees just when they don't sting me, though. I prefer when they stay home and we're friends now.
Okay, let's talk about drum studying. Uh, how you prepare yourself to do audition or a new gig with artists that you never played with? What you kind of chops you recommend to people have?
Um, so I mean, obviously, if it's a popular band, the best thing is always to know their entire repertoire. Even if they say learn 3 songs, it's better that you know everything, just to understand where these people come from and to see the evolution. But if it's like for a cover band or for a new artist or whatever, I recommend listening to the songs that you have to learn as much as possible, like know them inside out, to show up there in full confidence and to not think about what you have to play, to really know where the song is going. and also to make it your own. I think in my career anyways, I cannot say that I'm a perfect drummer. I cannot say that I have perfect technique. I don't have nothing perfect. And I did study, but yes and no. I did a lot on my own in the sense that I made things my own. And I think that's very important to one to niche. So I think it's important to learn many styles. To, like I said, I tried Brazilian and I tried all kinds of Latin music, but I'm too white. I play like a white lady. It don't sound good at all. And I really wish I was better at it, but it's really not in me. It doesn't sound good, but it taught me a lot. Independence, like you guys are doing 17 things at the same time. In rock, we don't do that. And I'm so grateful I know this, because when I went into metal, it was at least a little easier because I was used to like using my 2 feet and to use like to be doing 4 things at the same time, so it still made sense. So I think to prepare in general in life, you have to know a lot, but to know what you're good at. It's I would never go in audition for a jazz band, because it would make no sense. But I still studied jazz, because I needed a little bit more finesse, and I took a few lessons to learn brushes and all this, which is so amazing, to learn to know. I'm not good at it, but I'm really happy I have it. So I think that's the best way to kind of create your signature sound, to be you, to play yourself the songs. And so to know the songs, to learn how it was originally played, but then make it your own, to do you, basically.
Yeah. I ask because sometimes you have people here that want to know about how to proceed when a band calls or a record session and things like this. Let's talk about your double pedal. Double pedal. Your are you still using demon drive, demon pedal, demon
Yeah.
drive?
Yeah, the demon drive, I love. Direct drive is amazing, especially for metal, when you want to get a little more speed. And when I switched from the eliminator to this, right away, like 10 BPMs gain and no practice.
Yeah.
It's just like so
Really?
smooth, and oh my gosh, yes. And the direct drive, I mean, you really like utilize all the energy you give. So it's a beautiful product for sure. Now, I don't need that direct hit and impulse anymore. So I'm back to chains. I mean, it's just different. Again, I wouldn't use a artisan to play metal, so I wouldn't use direct drive to play country. But same chain. I mean, it's really worth using the direct drive for that speed factor there. But yeah, I mean, double bass drum. So again, I had played songo, I had played a bit of jazz, I had played a bit of Latin music there and here and there. So when Scarlet Sins auditioned me, they asked me to join. I didn't even have a double bass drum pedal, so I had to go get one. I had never played on one, so I got one, and I called Flo Mounier, who you must know. And he's from Montreal. No, he's from France, but he lives in Montreal. So I called him up because I knew him. And I'm like, so listen, I bought this pedal and I don't really know how to use it. Help me. So he gave me a lesson on the phone, because back then we didn't have Skype and Instagram and all of this. And that's how I figured it out. And it's thanks to Latin music and jazz that I figured it out. I can't say I was good, but I managed to get the band audition, so
Through the phone, you get lesson through the phone. Okay.
Yeah, he helped me setting it up, and he gave me exercises. It was awesome.
Double pedal lesson through the phone. Okay.
By the man himself.
So we have a really good chance now to have a double pedal without a pedal, not through the phone, but through the Instagram. Let's start it.
Yeah.
What? Turn down your.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at my shoes. You cannot laugh at my shoes. Okay, they're terrible.
Okay. I swear.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Look at it. Oh, can you see? Hold on. I'm gonna hold my phone. Can you see my shoes and everything?
Yeah. It's not.
Ah!
It's not pink. It's not pink.
No, it's not pink. It's yellow. It's my second
That's
favorite color.
Okay. Good to know. Let's start. I have audition with a band, and I don't know anything about double pedal. Okay, let's talk about Ellie about anything what she can teach me. It'll be good. Ellie, help.
Okay. Well, so what did you buy? What's your pedal? You bought a demon drive?
No. It's a I have no. No, I have 2 feet. Only my 2 feet. What I
Oh, you
have
have
to
to
do?
see.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start simple with singles stroke roll. So this is our tempo. Taka, 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 taka. Can you see my feet? Yeah. Oh no, hold on. I can even see. Taka, 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 taka. And your metronome's your best friend, right? I tell that to all my students. They never listen to me, but your metronome
Yeah.
should be your best friend from now on.
Yeah.
So hold on, I'm gonna put that back. Yeah, I think singles, to begin to like understand the thing. Um, okay. Do you know my friend Simon Langlois? I guess you'd say in English.
Simon. Maybe
I
for
have sent you. I
I
have
don't
to
know.
send you videos of him and links to
Okay.
this guy. He
Okay.
is one of the best drummers in the world, in my opinion. And it just happens that he lives here. But what an amazing drummer! And this guy taught me. I've been taking lessons with him for like 2 years. So every like couple of months, I go to his house and we play drums. And that guy sees drums like I haven't seen drums in my life, and I don't think many people see drums that way. And for him, like one exercise he would give me would be to do triplets, but with your two hands, and then you do the same with your feet. So that exercise applies for both feet and hands. So we go. So see your triplets, you have two notes, so you'll play the two first, and then leave the one out. So ta 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 ta. The other hand, you play these two. So you go ta 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 ta. You always hear that, but it's not where you're playing. So it's ta 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 ta. So you're like playing. So just starting with this to understand just your two hands is so crazy. You start like this. So the right hand will go always ta 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 ta. Then you change ta ta. Or say if we have to. So the first is the two at the same time. Pa 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 pa. Then you go ta 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 ta. Then you go ta 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 ta. But this one always goes the same. I don't know how to explain that it makes sense without drums. It's so weird to explain with your fingers.
Yeah, use your drumsticks. Maybe you have.
So I don't know if it's not gonna make sense because I have two different sounds. No, hold on. So your right hand always plays the two first notes of the triplet. That so ta 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 ta. So we go ta 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 ta. It always takes 3 bars to go back to the one. The left hand is gonna play the second and third. So ta 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 ta. Okay, hold on. I know how to do this.
Yeah.
Bear with me. These are my legs, not drums. Sorry about that. So we go ta 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 ta. Does it make sense? Or hold on here. So here is my drums, different sounds, and I'm gonna play on this. Okay, so ta 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 ta. That's my right hand. So you go. So see how I dropped you guys. Sorry about that. I dropped you guys. So that's like one exercise I would recommend, to change the left hand first on all positions of the triplet. I'm going to write this down and send it to you, and hopefully that can be diffused after. But that was given to me by, that's one of the exercises that God gave me, you know, and that changed my life. And that's something you can apply on hands and then on feet. And it like totally changes your internal metronome and just the way you understand and play drums, you know. It's so cool. I love that exercise. And you can do the same with quarter notes and accents, and you know, you can move it between hands and feet, and it's just, there's so much you can do with this.
People, we have so little time with Elie now, but as you already know, if you want to more Elie here, you must to write. We want more Elie. We want more Elie. Right now at the comments. Let's see. Yeah. Because we have 4 minutes to finish. So the people want more Elie, 20 minutes at least. So let's see. Okay, we want more Elie. Fernando never is satisfied.
Can you show the bass drum that is on your side? The bass drum, like where I'm standing right now? That's
I don't
funny.
know. Bass drum.
So listen, I'm in the middle of moving, and there's stuff everywhere. My parents, my boyfriends, you know. So this is my teenage bedroom that I'm in, and currently my laptop is on top of a pile of drums, and these are drums that were made by my father back in long time ago. My dad used to make drums, and I'll show you. That's so funny. So this is the live stream for YouTube, and this is my pile of drums. It's hard to see. Here you go.
No, it's good. It's good.
That's
good.
my table. I have so many drums that I use as tables now. But that's
drums
cool. That's
very,
my drums
drums is very useful for some kind of tables and chairs. We want Elie every week. So let's do it the following. I will finish this first part now, and we are back in 2 minutes. Okay?
Perfect.
2 minutes. Okay, people, come back in 2 minutes. See you. Here we never stop here.
Hold on. Hello.
Hello. Here never stop. Here in the StreamYard, never stop.
Okay.
Are you enjoying?
I love it. It's amazing.
Amazing.
Drums, though. Oh my gosh.
Okay, if you have any subject to talk about, anything that you want to share with us that I don't ask, because I have to pay attention to you and pay attention to the people. Okay, so if you have anything that you want to share with us, please.
Well,
don't be afraid.
I don't even know what's going on with my life these days, so it's so weird. I don't even know what to say anymore.
You know, I did this invitation for so many drummers, really good drummers. Simple Mind drummer, Cherise, you know?
Yes.
Cherise, Simple Mind drummer. CeeLo Green drummer.
Again, she's so cool, that girl.
Yeah, CeeLo Green drummer. I forgot her name.
Oh, she's so talented, though. Wow.
CeeLo Green's now playing with a new band.
Oh.
Just male playing. Oh. Very good band. But Brittany Brooks.
That's it. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
I talked with her a long time ago, and we planned to bring her to Brazil. But I don't know what happens because she plays very well, play around the world, play with multi-platinum artists like CeeLo Green, and believe it or not, she don't have any pic, any photo, professional photo, artistic photo like you have to send us to the festival. Can you believe in that?
That's so strange. Yeah.
Very strange, very strange. So we did this invitation to her to do a streaming with us. She don't know what to talk about.
Oh,
Can you believe in this? I don't
that's
believe
strange.
in this. Very strange. Oh,
Maybe
wow.
she's shy though.
Do you think it's because shine? I don't know. I don't understand.
I
Really
don't
don't
know.
understand. Back into the Instagram right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Oh, it's because it's only an hour. That's why, eh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's
Oh,
let's
okay.
do more 20 minutes. 20
Okay.
minutes.
Sure.
20 minutes is okay for you?
Sounds good. Yes.
Yeah, okay. One minute.
Ah, now it's there. Privy. Hello.
We are back. Yeah. Fernando, send more questions. We are back. Okay. Elie, tell us about your students.
Oh,
How do you teach? What kind of your approach you prefer? Tell us about
um,
your drum teaching.
yeah. So I'm very happy. I'm very blessed. I have a few students that are neurotypical, but I have a few students also. A majority of my students are neuroatypical, which means that they have different diagnoses. Some of them have Down syndrome, some are autistic, and they have different, diagnoses. Um, so it's a whole different way to teach music to them, because they're really there, like for us, they want to play music to kind of let go of the pressure and everything. So we really work around their emotions. And I love teaching music with them because one day, they're a little more agitated, they have more energy, so we're going to play a little more, hard rock, and be a little more energetic. But days where people are a little more emotional, we might go playing a more ballad and work more on tune and techniques and refine stuff, so that's really how I go about it. I really work with the person, how they feel at that very moment. With these kids, I teach drums and I teach percussions, which is kind of funny because I'm not real good at percussions, but I try. And my neurotypical kids, and I try to blend technique and musicality, which I find is still a challenge for me to share as a teacher, because I find it in my education, that's one thing that lacked a lot. I had amazing teachers who gave me amazing technical type, or technical exercises, and I fine tuned a lot, posture and regiment and blah blah blah. And it's super important. I'm not saying we don't have to do that, but I do think that it's important to learn to play music, to
Yeah.
work together, listen to the singer, what she's saying, and listen to the bass line, where he's going, and the guitar solo. Try to, play with that too. And that's something I try to teach a lot. So we listen to a lot of music and analyze before we play. Because I think that's very important. And for me, my career, I'm not the best drummer in the world, but when I'm called, it's because of the way I play the music and how I work with the other people in the band.
Ah, okay, I see. So, what kind of music you use to show this kind of elements like the bass? You use famous tracks or any book that show that elements individually?
For musicality books, I can't like promote too many. I wouldn't know. But my favorite go-to book though for like beginners would be Carmen and Peachy's. Actually no, Carmen is a piece. The
A
guitar player is a
piece.
piece. Yeah, it's true.
So a peach, a piece, a piece.
Yes, I know. That's it. It's all the two brothers. Who knows?
Potato, tomato,
Exactly.
tomato.
That's it. But Carmine, his book was a huge learn. Like I gained so much knowledge through that book, and I know, like for some people, it sounds silly, but for me, it was a huge book in my learning curve. Um, but musicality, I think my the thing that I've worked with most is whatever the student wants to learn. I find it's silly to force, like, I tried Latin and I tried jazz, and I'm really happy my teachers, push that on me. And I do stuff with my students that they don't want to do. But I try to work with what they have. I don't believe in forcing things so much. I think that it's important to work with one's talent. And so if you're good at math, I'd work with you in math. But if you're not good at that, then why would we push that? So I think that's very important. And that's how I teach anyways.
So, if the students don't is very good at anything on drums, what you said? Because sometimes here in my school, it can happen. The young drummer can play with music, can play with metronome, can play alone. It's very difficult to the student sometimes to play with anything. What do you do?
Like they have a rhythm problem. They don't know like how to keep the beat.
Yeah,
Um I'm lucky that never happened to me.
yeah.
But I mean, I know what you mean. I wouldn't know how to. I mean, I don't know. I'm lucky. All my kids, they've been always real good. Even adults, I find. I mean, some are better than others for sure. It's a little more natural, maybe. But I find there's always like their favorite song, and they know the rhythm to that at least. So I would probably work with what they love and then move on to more difficult things for sure. But I don't know, that would be a big challenge actually.
Yeah, big challenge. Well, it happens here sometimes. It's not so common, but it happens. I
I thought
promise you.
everyone in Brazil was amazing.
No, no, not everyone is amazing. All the people is amazing. If you want to, I think in this way. If you want to play drums, if you want to play guitar, whatever, and you have a passion, a love for music, you have to try. You can play just a little bit, and it will be amazing. So sometimes we have students sometimes that can it really can play, really can maintain the beat or play with the favorite songs. That's why I asked it for you. But you are lucky, a lucky teacher.
I am, eh? True. Did I go online classes from? Oh, you want online classes? Is that what you're saying? Because I'd love to do
I
that.
guess
I
so.
have been.
So um, just a moment. You turn your cellular phone to 4G, or you using
I'm on
Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi. Is it not working?
because it's like not it's like pixeling, like pixels.
I'm on
You
my Wi-Fi.
use your 4G or 5G. I don't know what you have at your cell phone.
Okay, okay, hold on. Is that better?
Okay, yeah, it's better. It's better.
No, you
It's doing
froze.
better.
Ah.
Just a moment
Hold
to
on,
start.
hold on. We're gonna get there. Is it working? Ah, is that better? Hello?
Okay, okay,
Is
we
that
are
working?
back.
Yay!
It's a little better. Okay, we have a little comment here. Nachos. That's true. There are some people with difficult to keep the beat.
Mate, it's true. I have to say, like, I know musicians that have that problem sometimes. You know, like guitar players sometimes they're not real good with tempo. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm lucky. I've never had that problem per se with my kids there. But I don't know. I guess I'm lucky. Just knock on wood, it stays that way.
Fernando was asking you for online drum lessons, and the signal uh, falls down. Please talk about your online drum lessons.
So thanks to COVID, in a way, I did give a few lessons online. I gave lessons to to my drum students, but also to my kids in percussions. That was a little messy. I'm not gonna lie. Group lessons online. It's not the best for drums, anyways. But I mean, we had fun. It was a good hang because we were all stuck at home, and it was nice to play a little bit. I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm open to doing more in the future, but maybe it's not my favorite thing in the world. It's very weird, because I find it's sometimes
Yeah.
like just happened there. Internet's kind of slow, so they play, and you're like, I'm not sure what I just heard, So it's all right. It's cool, but I still like one-on-one in real life.
Yeah, I know. Like us now, the internet goes and the
That's
drums
it.
go. One more question here.
Can she explain about her stick flipping technique? Yes, of course, again. So it's a lot inspired by Mr. Tommy Lee himself, of
Aha!
course. Can't lie. But I owe a lot to Reginald. So back in the day, when I joined Pearl, I signed my contract in Canada, and Reg, he used to work at Pearl, but before he used to work at a store here in Montreal called Steve's, and Steve's is like the guitar center of Canada. They don't have as many stores, but it's huge. That place is amazing. You go in there, and for sure there's someone playing that's like super famous from wherever, and it's a cool hang just to go and see the people and talk, and it's been around forever. So this guy used to work there, and him and Lenny, who is still the drum manager there, they hooked me up with Pearl, with Paul Frederick, who's now passed. But they all signed me up to Pearl Drums back then. And that guy Reg, he's a huge Kiss fan, and he's an amazing drummer, but also a showman. And he always kind of pushed me to be a little more showy and flamboyant when I was playing. So he taught me a few of those moves. It was real cool. The stick twirling like this. That was all him, and it was really cool. He gave me that.
Yeah. You can teach us a little trick with
Okay.
your pink drumsticks.
The piggy drums. So that's Reg's thing there. He said, you do the twirl like this, and you hit the snare after. It's gonna be so cool. And at first I'm like, what the hell? I'm never gonna do this. And I practiced, and a few times I got cut in my hair. But it kind of became my signature move after. He taught me this one for sure. And actually, Carmen Apice or a Peachy, we don't know. Who knows?
A pizza, a pizza.
Whatever. It's Italian. There's all those ways to say that. But I remember him, so I walked up to him with my book.
Oh, fall down. The internet
And I
fall
told
down.
him on my career and my life and on my drumming and everything. And he's like, "Oh, that's yeah." He signed up my book, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna teach you something." I know he's wearing all these rings, and he had big fingers. He's like, me, I play drums like this because I want to be able to twirl all the time. It's important. And I was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool." So I kept that too. I really introduced that twirl too in my hands. And with time, I was in a few more like corporate kind of cover bands, and we had one band, there were 5 or 6 singers actually, and they were always dancing and singing and smiling and everything. So I learned a few of their choreographies, and I would move my sticks with their heads and everything. It was so fun. I was so dumb at the same time, but I had so much fun doing this. I was playing and twirl, da, 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 da. It was super awesome. So it made a signature, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. We have now a great metal drummer here in Brazil. Wonderful girl, wonderful drummer is now here. Pichu Ferraz. Pichu Ferraz.
Hi, I see you. Can I add you as a friend? I don't know how to do this. No, I don't know. Hi, I'm gonna add you. Nice to meet you.
Pichu is a very powerful drummer. It's
Cool.
so kind, so nice as a friend. Is a nice person, so sweet as a person, as powerful as a drummer. You
That's
have
cool.
both of the best of both worlds.
That's
Pichu for us.
cool.
Thank you. Send your question now for Elie. It's a great moment. It's a hard moment. Elie, do you know? Do you like my stage?
I love it.
My
It's
live
so
stage
cool.
be,
It's so
behind
cool.
me. I'm using Sabian for so many years now, so I don't put this Sabian ad for our streaming. Is my drum room.
It's special for
we
me.
have. I want to see you doing more drum videos, drum
I
lives
know.
when you move to the new studio.
Yes.
Yeah, Pichu Firas is a powerhouse as a drummer. Yeah, Pichu
Oh, I have to
Firas.
check you out. I'm sorry. I have to check out your stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, very powerful house. So we have about 5 minutes. 5 minutes is good for you.
Yes, it's
More
perfect.
okay. For more question, please write using the question box down below. Elie, what's your favorite drummers now? Female drummers. If you have the chance, to choose 5 artists to play at our festival, Girls on Drums, International Girls on Drums. I hope I can do that soon. Okay, number
Oh.
1, Elie Bertrand. You have more four more artists to choose.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. But
I know.
of course, Anika Niles. She's to me, she's like the queen. I'd love to see her again. Actually, I had the chance to see her in October 2 years ago. It was really cool. I have never had the chance to see live Sheila E. I've seen like all her videos, but I've never seen her. That would be my dream. Oh, I only have 3 left. There's
two left.
That's
Two
it.
left. Elie Bertrand, Anika Fernando, Sheila.
Sheila would be amazing. 2 more. Well, I have to give a shout out to my girlfriend Tammy. She is wicked. She has this Girl on Drums United group, and she's such a cool drummer. She's such a cool person, and I feel she has so much to teach and offer. So I would have her for sure, because she could share a lot of her history, a lot of her knowledge, and of her musicality. She has a very different approach on music, so that'd be real cool. And who else? I have one more.
One more.
Moment of truth. Listen, there's so many though. It's hard. But you know what? What's her name? She played with Beyonce. My goodness.
Beyonce. Okay. Okay. Fernando, help us.
Yeah.
I tried to.
Fernando, for sure.
Yeah. I tried to study with her.
Actually, both of Beyonce's drummers were amazing, but the shorter one, she is so good, that girl. Oh my god. Oh, but oh my god, I can think of so many now. It's like, it's hard to choose there.
Kimberly Thompson.
Yes, thank you. I would love her. I would love to see her. Love to see her. But then, there's so many. It's hard to choose, but that would be pretty cool. A pretty cool lineup.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I have so many recordings about our streamings. We have so many good drummers here in Brazil, female good drummers. I hope that you can see our next streaming.
Yes.
Next streaming is next Friday,
okay.
With a drummer from Costa Rica who is living in New York. A drummer called Sunfire. Do you know Sunfire?
Ooh. No, but that's a fancy name. That's real cool.
Sunfire.
Cool.
Yeah, she does streaming with games, play drums, so fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a very cool drummer. And at Sunday, we have Chastity. I don't know. Ashley. Yeah, Ashley.
Oh.
Duran, percussionist, Neo Pony, the band that she sings at Sunday.
Cool.
Next week. So, Fernando, Sunfire TV is her channel on Twitch.
Cool. I'll check it out.
I don't know anything about Twitch. I have to study about Twitch to talk with her. I must confess. Let's see.
What the color of your new Pro? Clear. They're clear drums, because I had a whole thing to have airbrush and have Swarovski gems on it, but then COVID happened, so that didn't happen. But they're clear. They're clear with the LEDs there. They're really cool.
Elie, do you know I have I think to tell you, I have one class with Anika.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. She's very shy,
Mm-hmm.
Very shy.
I heard.
Her English is like mine, horrible.
That must have been an interesting class, huh?
Bad English. So we have the chance to study with about 1 hour and a half with her. And believe it or not, when she did her first drum video, I think it's Wild Boy. I think it's Wild Boy. The track is Wild Boy. The first video that
Okay.
she did. She sent us to the festival at Facebook, and very shy. Please tell me what do you think about my first drum video. Can you believe? Can you believe
Oh
in
my
that?
gosh, that's so cool.
Yes, so cool. 2 years after,
She's huge. That's cool.
we have two more questions to finish.
How is the practice of archery? Listen, my bow's been in its case for a long time now. It's terrible. I wish I could practice more, but I was gone a whole lot, and then COVID, and then I don't know. I bought a house with my boyfriend, and we're moving, and ain't shooting nothing these days. Not so good. Not so good. I've been playing more drums, thankfully.
Yeah. I think it's the right way.
Yeah,
any
for real.
clinics, yeah, any clinics planned in USA after the apocalypse.
For
After the
real.
apocalypse.
I don't know. Nothing is sure at this point. My green cards got suspended, so I don't know because of COVID. So who knows? We'll see there. I mean, I'm moving closer to the border. I'm going to be 10 minutes away from the border now. So hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. It's so weird. It's very strange. A lot of my life has changed. Because in May I was supposed to move to Nashville, and that didn't happen. So I don't know. We'll see. But I just maybe to end this as a like positive note. This whole COVID thing in my life, anyways, has changed a lot. At first, it was really hard, and I obviously because I had a whole tour canceled. It was supposed to be go to Russia and then Europe, and that didn't happen. So I was home, not making money, not playing drums, and I didn't play drums for a whole month. I didn't want to. I hated it, and I hated music for a minute there because it was a sad moment. And then things started moving along, and I got out of my house a little, and then I got playing more, and I think this whole pandemic has been a great opportunity to reset, rest, and get in tune with what really matters. And for me, anyways, I took a lot of time to sit down, meditate, write a lot, and just learn to let go and kind of go with the flow of life and see what happens. So I'm hoping that the future holds, more touring, more music, more clinics, and I'd love to travel more to the US. But for now, I'm in Canada and I have a new home, and this is my thing right now. We'll see with the future.
Great. Last question.
Could you tell us an advice for a drummer to don't stop playing? Oh my gosh. Listen, lady. I think that it's your choice to let things bother you or not. I don't know the reality everywhere in the world. Obviously, I'm very grateful to be born in such a liberal and free country there. Canada's beautiful. So for myself anyways, I've never seen other musicians as a male guitar player or a female guitar player. I always saw them as musicians. So I think you have to see it for yourself, being a musician and bringing to the table the best of you. So bringing your musicality, bringing your personality. And I think, this is really what matters. You shouldn't think about that. And if people say stuff about it, it's really kind of lame because it doesn't actually matter. So, whatever. Just don't do you. Be happy. If you're happy, then, life is good, That's all that matters, really.
Great. Wonderful. Elie, please say to the people where they can hear you, see you playing, let the people know where find you at the web right now.
Okay, so my website is myfirstname.com, eliebertrand.com. All the links are there. But if you're on Instagram, obviously you are. At Elie.Bertrand is my page. I'm on Facebook and YouTube. It's Elie Bertrand Drums with an S. And these are my pages. I'm on TikTok, but I feel old when I get on that, so I don't use it.
Me too. Not TikTok. Don't lie.
No,
Don't waste your time.
I mean, it's super cool. Sometimes I check it out, but I don't know. I don't know what to do there. So, you know.
We have another great drummer here, Cuca Teixeira from Brazil.
Hi.
It's a virtuoso drummer, a great drummer. You have to see Cuca Teixeira. I can send you the links. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you can meet in person one day. I hope to.
Oh, me too. I sure hope so.
Yeah. Thank you, Eddie, for your time, for your patience. Sorry for my English.
I
know.
You're amazing.
No, you're lying. It's not amazing. It's worse. More than less.
You know, I learned English too. It's my second language. So I'm telling you, your English is amazing.
Yeah. So thank you very much. It was a dream that come true to talk with you, see with you, not in person, but it's best what we can do now. You know. Hope to see you very soon. Stay well. Thank you very much. Good luck with new house, with your new studio. Okay.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate a lot this streaming. Okay, people, this streaming will be here at the Instagram after we finish, and at our YouTube channel, Girls on Drums. Just Girls on Drums. Don't have the festival because I was crazy when I did the channel. Girls on Drums. Okay, you can share with your friends. You can see again. Try to understand my English, but what is important, Elie Bertrand. Thank you, Elie. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Be safe. Thank you very much. We talk.
You.
Yeah, thank you very much. We talk after on the StreamYard. Bye, people.
Sounds good. Bye.
God bless. See you.